I made my first online dollar by buying and selling an old used book on Amazon. And ever since that first sale, I was absolutely hooked on making money online. You probably are too. And since then, I've been able to sell over $5 million on Amazon. I've helped thousands of other people build successful Amazon businesses of their own. And I've also been able to build successful software companies that power the businesses of tons of people. And in this video, I'm distilling years of business knowledge into the most important things that I've learned about being an entrepreneur and finding success online. So be sure to watch this video if you want to make your first dollar online or your first $1 million online, because the lessons I learned about how to get there are super important, and I wish somebody had told me this when I was getting started as well. So I've got 5 important points that I want to hit with you guys, and maybe we'll meander on to another important point while I'm talking here. I really just want to give you my unfiltered thoughts on what's really been important about scaling online business. And so the first and maybe the most important thing to think about when you start making money online is to look closer into things that people say is impossible or too hard, or no one can do this, no regular people can actually do this thing. I know for me, when I started my first business back in 2018 by selling products on Amazon, everyone was telling me that it was too late or it was too saturated. Or on the flip side of that is that no one can actually sell products on Amazon. No one can make money doing that. No one can get approved to sell big name brands and actually sell those products on Amazon. And so that's just a basic example of a principle that I think has made me a lot of money online over the past few years. Because whenever you hear people talk about how a certain business model or a way to make money is too hard, it's impossible, all that kind of thing, that tells me that there's been a lot of people that have tried something, thrown in the towel, and immediately given up. And sometimes that actually can be because maybe it's not the best opportunity. But one of the biggest things I've learned about online business from meeting tons of other successful Amazon entrepreneurs, meeting tons of other entrepreneurs just in any space in general, is that it pretty much all works. And that's the honest truth about making money online, is that pretty much any business you start, any idea you have, it can probably work and it can probably make you a lot of money. And the biggest thing to think about is that certain business models don't typically fail. It's that you as a person, either it just doesn't click for you or you're not putting in the effort. It's that you might be a failure at that particular business. And no, I'm not calling you a failure because you tried some business 6 months ago and it didn't go anywhere. I'm just saying that whatever that thing that you might have tried, or the thing you're trying right now that's feeling really difficult, you've made no progress after 6 months, a year, you've put in really consistent, valuable effort, that thing might just not click for you. But if you're looking at that thing that people are talking about, oh, it's too hard, I don't want to try that, and you try it for a day and then you're like, oh, it doesn't work, everybody was right, I don't know about that. Like most things, most ways to make money online, they will work. It might just be that some things mesh more with your personality. Some things that you'll try are just going to keep your interest a little bit more. And especially when it comes to trying things that people say is too hard, that's a good thing, right? You don't want to start the business that everyone's talking about. Oh, this business is so easy, I'm making so much money, there's no competition. Because guess what? Competition is going to come. It's going to get harder and harder. And that is the raw reality of making money online, is that eventually every business model reaches roughly the same level of how difficult it is. It's just which thing could you see yourself picking, sticking with day in, day out, and actually enjoying the process of. Because for me, I know I'm extremely grateful that I started the Amazon business that everyone said was too hard. I kept working on these software companies that everyone said was going to be too hard to actually run. And at the end of the day, and maybe this makes me sound like a jackass, but you got to remember how hard the average person is willing to work, how smart the average person you see out there on the street actually might really be. And you got to have a little bit of confidence in yourself and realize that you can work harder than average. You can be smarter than average at a particular business, right? Have a little bit of faith in yourself and try that thing. Put consistent effort towards that thing that people say is too hard, and you'll probably see some awesome results. And this brings me into my second major point, because when you're going out and you've seen that business idea, other people are saying it's too hard, you shouldn't put the effort into it, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna throw that aside, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna try making some money here. A lot of people, when they get into that business idea, they'll sit on YouTube. Maybe that's you right now. You've been sitting on a YouTube binge for 20, 30 hours learning how to sell on Amazon or drop shipping, Shopify, whatever that business model is. And for me, and basically all the successful entrepreneurs that I know, there's a fine line between preparing the right amount and over preparing, procrastinating, getting stuck in that information paralysis that you might have heard about before. Because you can learn a ton about starting a business for free on YouTube, following people on social media. If you scroll through all my YouTube videos, you'll see exactly how the full step-by-step process of building an Amazon business. And I know thousands of people, a lot of you guys probably watching this video, have built successful Amazon business just from sitting there watching free videos and that kind of thing. But all of you guys who are making money online already have one very important thing in common, and it's that you made it out of that prep phase. It's very tempting and it feels like you're making progress when you sit there and you watch that 1000th video about how to find product. I'm still taking notes, I'm still learning the process. Oh, maybe in 2 months I'll start the business. I hear that a lot from people who never actually get anywhere. Is they'll be like, oh, I'll start in 3 months, or they'll give me like just an absurd time horizon. For me, I can understand, okay, maybe today's busy, tomorrow's busy, that kind of thing. But think about the next 72 hours, the next 96 hours, whatever that is. You can't find 1 or 2 single hours where you can put the YouTube videos aside and go like actually practice that skill. So I'm going to call a little bit of BS on that. And if you're giving yourself that mental excuse right now, I'm going to take that from you, and you need to go actually put in the reps. Or an Amazon business that's going out and just simply loading up a website and looking for products, right? Even if you don't find anything in that first hour where you're looking for products, you're probably not going to, and that's part of the game. The reality is that you just simply have to put in those initial hours, and watching that next piece of content, getting the random like bookkeeper in place and making sure your legal structures are all perfect, all that kind of thing. Like, I just see a lot of people give themselves some crazy excuses, like trying to solve problems that they're not even ready for within the next 6 months of building their business. And you just need to take that important step one. So figure out what the most important thing in the business that you want to start is. For a lot of you guys, it's probably selling on Amazon, in which case that most important thing is finding products to sell. If you don't have products to sell, or you haven't spent time finding products to sell, that's all that matters. Literally, that is all that matters, is that you go out there and take action towards the most important thing in the business, because after that, everything is going to figure itself out. Everything will fall into place. You'll figure it out as you go. But if you don't take that step one towards what's the actual most important thing in the business that you want to start, not going to go anywhere. And since you're on YouTube right now trying to prepare yourself to go make money online, you're probably also following a lot of people on social media. You're seeing lots of people find success in online business. I have another important point that I want to share with you, and that's that you need to run your own race. Because I know, especially for me, I'm a very competitive guy. I'm the type of guy that might run a little bit faster if there's somebody next to me on the trail that day. I want to win. It's always been in my blood. And so that was a hard thing for me to resist when I was getting started in online business, because you're seeing it all over on social media. You're seeing people who are 5 years ahead of you. They're making millions of dollars online, and you want that next week, right? I think ambition is awesome, and you should have those awesome goals in mind. Even if you're setting those goals based on what you're seeing from other people on social media, that's also fine, right? Where it becomes a problem is when you are putting yourself down, or you're feeling discouraged, or you're taking time away from the business. You're making yourself feel like a failure because you're looking at those people who are way ahead of you. They've already run the race. They've already been where you are. And of course, they're making more money than you are because they've been where you are right now. They've been in that period where things are hard. You're not sure which way to make money online. You're not sure how to find those first products to sell on Amazon. That's part of the game. And you need to remember that it's important to put yourself out there, see the success of other people, let that motivate you. But also at the end of the day, as long as you yourself are happy with the progress that you made every day, that's what really matters. Because at the end of the day, we all have different goals too, right? Like on social media, it's going to glorify the people who are buying Lamborghinis and the fancy penthouses and that kind of stuff, right? And if that's not your goal, then that might make you feel even worse, right? If your goal is just to make that extra $1,000 so you can stay home a little bit longer with the kids, that kind of thing. You want to make $500 a month so that groceries and buying Christmas presents and all that kind of stuff is a little bit easier. Those are all fantastic goals, and I'm excited for you to hit those goals, but don't look at the person who has way higher goals than you. They're working way harder than you on the business. You're just in different worlds. So don't put yourself down because you're not on this arbitrary level of competition with somebody that you've decided that you should be even with, right? And the more I'm able to level up, at least as on a career level, the more times I realize that there are so many more fakers out there than you realize. Maybe they're not making as much money as they think, or their entire businesses that they're pretending they're running are completely fake, right? There are a lot of fakers out there. So number one, just be careful who you're learning from. Make sure that if you're trying to learn directly from somebody who's teaching you the business, go back and look at the old stuff. See how long they've been in the game. Look on social media and see the other people mentioning them, right? Like the people that I like to learn from, there's just story after story of successful people, following them, learning from what they've been able to do. If you search my name on social media, Twitter, that kind of thing, you'll see people throwing up their sales screenshots, lots of success that they've been finding specifically on Amazon. And so just especially when it comes to learning from people on social media, comparing yourself, setting goals based on that, just also keep in mind that at all levels of this thing, whether it's people making $1,000, $10,000, $1 million a month, there are so many fakers out there. And even if they're not faking the income, that kind of stuff, they're coming across it in questionable means. So set goals, set morals, that kind of thing that you are proud of waking up doing every single day. And if you feel like you're making progress that you're proud of, that is the biggest win you could ever imagine. And as you're going out and making that progress, this brings me to my fourth point that I want to talk about with you guys. And that's that you shouldn't be a one-trick pony, right? You've probably heard this advice before, but I want to talk a little bit about why this is so important, especially within the context of Amazon, e-commerce, that kind of thing. The businesses that you guys are probably starting, unless you are Google or Apple or one of the biggest companies in the world themselves, you are completely reliant or very reliant on another platform pushing your products to the top page or showing your videos like you guys watching this stuff on YouTube. I'm reliant on YouTube serving you this video so that you can watch it and learn from it, right? If you're selling products on Amazon, you are reliant on Amazon continuing to allow you to sell a certain brand or giving you the buy box, giving you the ability to sell products. Basically, any method of making money online is going to have platform risk. So the risk of whatever that platform you're selling on, relying on, removing you or decreasing your amount of sales, that kind of thing, that is absolutely going to happen to you if you start an online business. Don't think, oh, maybe I'll dodge all the weird stuff that can happen on the internet and all the the problems that can come up. You are going to have problems as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner. If you can't get over the hurdles and you're somebody somebody who's just going to throw your hands up and panic. Starting a business, I'm sorry, it's just not for you, right? You have to be a problem solver. You have to be willing to deal with the headache to be there at the finish line with those reduced working hours, making a lot more money than your friends. That is the trade-off, right? More stress, more problem solving for less hours worked eventually, and making more money in the long run, right? That is the trade-off that you need to make. And since there is platform risk involved in making money online, that's why having a backup plan is so important, right? And even if it's just a backup plan you're not actually working on right now, you need to know where that next step can be. So for example, if you sell products on Amazon, it's unlikely, but it could happen that Amazon bans your account, right? Very rarely have I seen that happen where you genuinely didn't do anything wrong, like you knew you were breaking the rules or something like that. But even if that were to happen, you've got to have a backup plan, right? So for Amazon sellers, a lot of them, including myself, we've started selling products on Walmart. It's not going to be the same percentage of revenue. We'd have to be a big full pivot. One of my friends has actually made this full pivot all from Amazon to Walmart. He's making a full-time income on Walmart now, which I think is awesome. And it's because he knew he'd need that backup plan, and he started making money on Walmart as well, right? If you run a private label store and you want to make your own brand, that kind of thing, you better have your own website. You got to have these backup plans, and you got to have other ideas cooking up, right? My business was 100% reselling products. And so I was trying to figure out, how can I make some more money off this? I love reselling products on Amazon. I'm going to keep doing it for as long as I possibly can. But I also knew that, hey, if I start making videos that help people sell products on Amazon, I show them certain tools that I like to use, I was able to start making some affiliate income off that because I was basically giving people a free course on how to make the money, right? So I turned that into owning the softwares that now that I own the best softwares for Amazon sellers, right? So it's all about creating adjacent opportunities based on the skills that you already have. And so just in case anything goes wrong with the platform risk that you're exposed to, you're never going to have to fall back on that gas station job, that minimum wage job that you had in high school, right? Because you've built too many skills based on the money you've made online, the friends you've made online, the networking connections, that you should have too many opportunities, and you should be exposed to too many opportunities. Maybe even tried some backup plans here and there, so that if one income stream goes down, maybe you're eating some beans and rice for a couple weeks, that kind of thing. You got to do what you got to do. But if you don't want to, you shouldn't have to need to go back to the 9 to 5 or the true backup plan, that kind of thing. Especially later down the line, as you've established yourself as an entrepreneur, you've made plenty of money, you've made plenty of connections, you've bought yourself that safety net. There shouldn't really be any reason for you to fall back on anything besides your own skills, unless you just really want to go back to that life. And as I've personally developed as an entrepreneur and creating other ways to make money, finding those adjacent opportunities based on the things that I know I'm already good at, that has also led to realizing how important making recurring revenue for yourself is, right? You need to make it as easy as possible for you to make money off of the same thing or the same idea as many times as possible. So for a lot of you guys running an Amazon business, you should have a huge catalog of all the products you've ever sourced on Amazon before. You should be paying attention to when certain sales come back around, or when your suppliers, they're running discounts on certain products, right? It shouldn't be a game of always going out and finding that, that next piece of cheese, finding that next product to sell on Amazon. With every hour that you spend on your business, it should become easier to make that next dollar than the last dollar. So tactically, for a lot of you Amazon sellers, you should have those Google Sheets set up where you have every lead you've ever found, you've got it categorized down to the sale that you need to come back around. It becomes super, super easy for you to filter down and restock those opportunities that you've already found in the past. You should be stacking up more and more of those products where you know that, hey, every week I can get it at this price, or every month I can get a product at this price, and I can restock it for the next 4 to 8 weeks, and then I'll just restock it whenever that sale price comes back around, right? And as you are building up that income, make sure you are putting tremendous value on anything that you can do that consistently pays you over and over again, even if it might not be as profitable as the seller who's always having to find a bunch of brand new products, and they might make a little bit more profit margin than that seller who's just click and restock over and over again. They're spending way less time, they're making way more money per hour, and then that creates a much more stable foundation for you to build other business ideas off of. Keep using that money to then go out and buy those kind of riskier, higher ROI products, right? Another thing that made it really easy for me to continuously make money on Amazon was putting myself out there, talking to other Amazon sellers. I would say, hey, here's some of the products I've been looking at recently, here's some of the sites I've been looking at, and they were going to do the exact same thing, right? So that's another one of those things that makes it easier for you to have money coming to you rather than always having to go out and chase that next thing, right? It's so important to know people in business, to know people in the same industry as you, especially when it comes to selling stuff on Amazon. The natural inclination, and I see this with a lot of Amazon sellers that stay broke, is, oh, I've got to guard all my secrets. I can't tell anybody what I'm doing. I have to keep it all to myself, right? Don't go out and shout to the rooftops where your best suppliers are. But if you go out on social media and you say, hey, I like this guy, John, or I like Sarah, she's posted some cool stuff on social media. We're at similar sales levels. We're making about the same amount of money. Let me reach out and see what she's up to. Let me share a little bit of a nugget with her, so she realizes that I know what I'm talking about. She's probably going to do the same thing. It starts building that relationship. And over time, those relationships, number one, make business more fun. In your personal life, you probably don't have a lot of people that kind of understand life as an entrepreneur, understand the goals you have, all that kind of thing. And it also just makes it easier to make money. Sitting on a call together, talking about how you're able to get your next cheap inventory or create that next profitable business opportunity. Going back to one of the other things we were talking about, right? Make it as easy as possible for business information, business leads to come to you. Make it as easy as possible for the work that you've already done in the past to continue to generate more revenue for you. And that's how you will become a multi-million-dollar entrepreneur. But really, I just wanted to sit down for a second here and share some of the insights that I've learned after selling millions of dollars online, seeing thousands of people fail at business, seeing thousands of people succeed at business. And those are some of the most common themes that I see with people who are able to win. If you are interested in starting a profitable Amazon business, scroll through the channel, keep watching some free content. You can also check out free trials of the best Amazon softwares out on the market, being SellerAmp and Boxem. That helps you find all your products, list them, track your profit, all that kind of stuff. If you're someone who needs community and you need other Amazon sellers to talk to, I've got a free Amazon seller Discord down below. It comes with a few hours of free content. It's basically a free Amazon course, some downloadables, lots of fun stuff in there. And of course, let me know if you have any thoughts or comments. You want to drop those down below. I'm always happy to chat with you guys down there. Hit that subscribe button on the way down there if you want to help me hit my goal of having 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will see you next time.